Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming back to join me. I just want to do a little bit of work on my junk journal January. This is the challenge that's been put out there by Meg Journals, and I think she does this every year. And she's done it for the last 2 or 3 years, maybe more. And she does one in January and one in July. And I thought I would give this one a go. If you've looked at my last two videos, then you'll see that I made the journal for it. And at the moment, I've just tied it with a bit of string because I don't know how big it's going to get. And I don't know what sort of closure I want for it. So all I've done is just wrap some twine around it for now, just to kind of keep it in place. So I made this with you last time, and I couldn't decide which is the front and which is the back. And I don't think it really matters because it opens both ways. And I thought that I would just kind of make a start and do the first prompt. Now, I've looked at all the prompts, and whether it's the way that my brain works, I'm not sure. But the prompts don't shout out at me and say, this is what you need to do, or it doesn't give me that hint. I don't know why. I think there may be a few of us out there that it does that too. And I think it's because I'm maybe a kind of visual person. I like to see people make things and think, oh yeah, that looks really good. And then when I go to make it myself, it always turns out differently anyway. So I think the challenge for me on this is working out what the prompts mean to me. Now, the first prompt, I got stuck. It says, I don't know if you can read it on this, but the prompt sheet is available on Meg Journal's YouTube. There's a link that you can take it to. And I think it's also on her Instagram. Now, there's 31, and so it's every day, but I don't think I'm going to be doing every day. But I might do a block of them, and then hopefully I'll get into the swing of it, won't I? But the first one says resolutions. Well, I don't make resolutions. I don't know why. I never have. It's just not something that I do. But I thought about it, and I thought, actually, what I want to do, and no right, no wrong, is at the start of the journal, so maybe this is going to be my front, just to have the first page as kind of a reminder to me about me, and maybe just to take some time out. And that's what I wanted this book for, to take time out just to play and just to do something that I want to do. So what I've done is I've taken a photograph of myself. So hi, this is me. If you've never seen me, probably not seen me before. You've seen my hands, but you've not seen me. So this is me. I'm in next year, 2023, I will be 63. So, I'm not a spring chicken. Finished work, retired. We've got a camper van. We like to go out there. And I just wanted to do something that kind of introduced it to me, because maybe when my kids or the wives or somebody picked this up, they'll think about, that was Carol, and yep, that was what she was about. So that's what I think I'm going to do. So I've taken a photograph of myself and I've put it in a little cardboard frame, and I've put some flowers behind it because we're in winter and I just want spring to come. And I've done some cross stitching down the side of it there, and I think that's going to be me on there. So I'm just going to go for it, folks. I have thought about how I want the layout to be. And I think I said before that the wonderful thing about these concertina accordion journals is you can just open them out and just lay them as flat as you want to, which makes it really easy to work on. So I think I'm just going to collage this onto the first page, and that'll be done. I'm not going to do anything dead exciting. I don't know if there will be anything exciting in this book, to be honest. I've got a piece of tissue paper that I think I received something that was wrapped in there, so I've just ripped it, and I'm going to fold it over the page, because I don't know if I should be strengthening these where the papers fold or not. I don't know. And I'm not sure how to glue tissue paper down. I wonder if it'll tear if I glue on it. We'll give it a go, shall we? And I guess because it's for me, it doesn't have to, oops daisy, yeah, I've torn it. It doesn't have to be glued perfectly, does it? I've got part of it on my thing. I've got part of the page, the tissue paper on my finger now. That's all right. It was only a bit. There we are. First piece of paper down. I'm kind of thinking that as you get into this, the pages may get more on them. Do you know what I mean? You may think, oh, I should have done this or I could have done that. But we'll start slow. This is the picture that I want to put on here, and I want to put some paper behind it. I watched Meg from last year, and she got herself a little tin, and in that little tin she put all sorts of different papers and things that she liked. That's from an old book with the headband that you get in the spine, bits of tissue paper, wrapping paper. So I've just put little bits and pieces in here of things that I like. And I'm just going to keep this in it and sort of try and work from the same sort of papers throughout it. But I dare say I'll be adding to them as we go. So I think I want a bit of background to that. And I've got this paper that I really like. And so I'm thinking I'm going to put that, doesn't matter which way up it goes, does it? That on there. I need to be mindful where that crease is though, don't I? Because I don't want it to come over the crease. So I think I'm going to glue that on there. So let's do that. So you can see I've just zigzag stitched it. Zigzag? I didn't zigzag it at all. I cross stitched it, didn't I? And I'm just going to stitch that on. It won't come off with this glue on anyway, I know that. So I don't know if anybody else, any of you, some of you have said, excuse me, sorry. Some of you have said that you do want to do this challenge, and I know it's fitting it in around life, but as I say, I don't think that I'm going to do it every day. Oh, I didn't want to glue that bit down, did I? I don't think I'm going to do it every day, but I think I will do a few of the videos at a time, if you know what I mean. So that's on there. I'm happy with that. Okay. And then I've got some music. This is music roll paper. And I think I might put that down the edge, down there. It's got those holes in it and it just adds a bit of interest. So yeah, I think I'm going to add that down there. Being careful not to go over the fold, I think. Down the crease. The crease is there, so I don't want it on it. Yeah. I think I want to take a little bit off the side of this. Because I don't think I want that much. Does it matter? It's going to go on there. I don't want to hide those holes, is what I'm thinking. So I am going to take, if I can, a bit of that paper off. I'm interested to see what the others that are doing this challenge do for their first day of resolutions. See that then, that fits on there okay, doesn't it? What else did I want to do? I've got a little quote that I'm going to put on it, but it's, well, I suppose it is a quote. And I've got that I thought might just work on there. But what I'd thought was the quote that I've got, this is me talking to myself, and it says, be kind to yourself. Because I know I can be quite critical of myself. So I just want to be kind to myself. And I guess that's something that maybe we all need to do sometimes. You know, life gets in the way. So my resolution, if you can call it that, is just going to be kind to myself. So I want to put that on there. And I thought I might put that strip on there, but I don't know. But I also thought I might like a flower on it. So I've got these flowers here that I've had for a good while. So I don't know if any of those would be any good. The fabric ones, I don't know if they'd be any good at all. Don't like the purple one. Discard that. Too big. So in that case, they will be too big. I quite like that. So if that was there and that was there, be kind to yourself. What does that look like? Maybe that needs to be all the way down so that we can see the 01. Oh, that would be handy, wouldn't it? Because it's the first day. So if I was to stick that on there with the 01 showing, and then be kind to yourself and just leave it simple. And I guess as I go on, I could change things and add, you know, come back and add something else to it. Does it look a bit blank? Maybe. But it's my book, isn't it? So I can do what I want, can't I? So I think then I want to add a button. Because I've got this cotton that I've stitched on here, still on my desk. So I'm going to cut some of that. Needles, I have got some needles. If you can bear to watch me stitch a button on, folks. That should, where did I put the button? Oh, it's there. Just make sure that this needle will go through that button. Yes, it will. I think on this inside cover, sorry, concentrating while I thread my needle, I've been thinking about what I would like to do there, and I don't know where they've gone. The prompts, I was thinking of having them on there as a, well, I've lost them already. They've gone. Well, the prompts, when I find them, they've gone walkabout. I was going to put them on here as a pocket, and then I could put a little note to myself to remind myself why I did this and what I did it for and what my thinking was and what my reasoning was. Ooh, do I want it so that I tie it on the front? I don't know. Should we give myself the... Oopsie. I got a knot already. I have, look. I didn't get very far with that, did I? Right, let's concentrate on sewing the button on. Can't even pick the thread up. Right. So I'm going to put my button on. I have got a knot somewhere. I think it's because my thread's just got all tangled up, look. It's got twisted. So if I was to do that, tie a knot, tie a double knot, on there, snip the ends, I'm thinking if I might like to, let me just put that needle away. Sorry folks if I've gone quiet. You see, I told you these things take, they really do befuddle my little brain. I wonder if I could put some of this thread behind the button. It'd have to stick out more than that, wouldn't it? With the 01 and be kind to yourself. I've also got, I keep, you know when you tear threads and you get all the threads that come off, I have got a tangle of them here, and they're kind of all grouped together in different colours because it depends what thread I've been tearing off. This one might look nice. Too much there. I just wanted it to look, I don't know how I wanted it to look, but that's way too much, isn't it? Way too much. Way too much. Okay. So if that went on there, like that, and covered my face, that would be really, really good. And just add a messy bit. What do you think? I think I might try and do that, actually. I think I've still got too much thread. It's trying to separate the thread, isn't it? Because it all just sticks together. Oh, I should have put you on pause while I was doing this, shouldn't I? Right, one moment while I sort it. Okay, so I think I've got it glued on. So I'm going to use that. Let me put it that way so it dries. I need to stick that on first, I think, don't I? So let's put some glue on there. So I think what I was saying before I've rudely interrupted myself was I'm interested to see how other people take the prompt resolutions and do it. I think people make resolutions and don't keep them. I just want to have a nice year where, you know, my kids are healthy and happy, and so are my grandkids, and that we manage to get away in our van and do some travelling. And so I just want a nice year, but I do want to be kind to myself. I don't want to be too critical, and whatever I do it for me and mine, if you know what I mean. Spend time with my family. And it's not just be kind to me, it's be kind to everyone. I think I am. I try to be. I try to be caring and sharing. I know sometimes it's difficult, but I think we all try, don't we? I'm going to raise that up a little bit. I can always tear that bit off, or actually, I can just shove it around the back, can't I? Because don't forget, we're doing the back pages as well, aren't we? And that's going to say, be kind to yourself down there. A little bit of glue under that bit there, and I want my I want my button to go on there. I like that, and this hasn't got to please anybody but me, has it? So I'm going to dot my glue on, and I may well look back as I'm getting towards the end of this challenge and think, oh, you could have just done. And if I look at this tomorrow, I'll probably think of something else I could have done. So I want that 01 to show, because this is day 1. I want my button to stick on there. Try and spread that one out a bit, look. That's it. Wipe the frizzly bits out my face. Where did my prompts go? Did anybody see where I put them? Have I put them on the floor? No. I read them to you, didn't I? Because the first one was resolution. Oh, it's here, look, right underneath. So what I was saying that what I was thinking of doing was have that on there as a pocket, and then put either a piece of paper or a card or a tag or something, just to explain to me a bit, you know, get it out there, why I wanted to do this and what I wanted to do it for. So that's what I'm thinking at the minute, but I'm not going to commit myself until I get a little bit further down the line. But that is stuck on there. I've got an 01 on there. And I'm thinking as well, I don't think this has to be done in any order, because we've said, haven't we? And I think there's a rule where there's no rules. So I don't necessarily have to follow these in number order, I'm guessing, because, you know, we're going away. Well, when you get this, I will be away until either the 4th or the 6th of January, depending on the weather and what happens. So I am going to be behind to start with. So it could be that I catch up by doing, you know, the odd one here and there, as well as the correct day. That's it. That's stuck down now. And then I want this on here, don't I? Be kind to yourself. So what do we think? And don't forget, you're going to see that like that when you open the book. Does that need something behind it? Should I be looking for something to go behind there, folks? So that it's a little bit more than that. I wonder if I've got a little tag. One moment. Okay, I've just had a look and I have got this little tag here. And I'm just thinking that might be nice to put that on there and stick that on there. Maybe even have it, you know, it could stick out, couldn't it? Or just to have something through that. I don't know what. Maybe I find a piece of ribbon or something. So I've just grabbed this bit of thread that I had. Come on, folks, what could I put through there? I don't know that I want anything too bulky too soon. It's the thinking on the feet bit that I find hardest. Oh, you see, I quite like that. That just tabs down. Right, let me ink this up because I just want it to have a little bit of definition from the rest of it. And this needs something, doesn't it? Shouldn't have screwed it up because that was really brittle paper. Ah, no. And it took me ages to stamp it. That's one thing I want to do. If it's a resolution or not, I don't know. But I want to get myself some letter stamps. These ones that I've got are they're so small and fiddly. So I'm going to go and be looking to see if I can find some. Maybe I need it all over it, just to make it a bit darker. Maybe I put it at a bit of an angle. Maybe I need to stencil something on that. 1 minute. Okay, I've got a stencil. And if I don't like it, then I can always turn it over and use the back of it, can't I? Just try stenciling it a little bit. Put that in my box. Sorry, can you see that? So I think that is what I'm going to do. I don't know whether to stick this on yet or just think whether I want to do something else to it, but I don't think I do. And if I think about it, I won't put it on, will I? Just wondering if there's anything. Let me get this Be Kind to Yourself glued on. Being careful not to tear the paper, which I have. I've torn it. That's okay. Be kind to yourself. I'm going to have it at a bit of an angle. And I think I'm just going to put that on there. That's what I'm going to do. And I am going to leave those because I'm hoping that this will encourage me to do a little bit more kind of mixed media, because it's something that I'm not comfortable with. Not a lot, just a little bit. And I did splash some black ink on there, look. Tell you what, pushing the boat out now. Be kind to yourself, Carol. What do we think? I had printed it sideways as well so that I could put it that way, but I prefer it that way. So I think that can go in my little box of tricks. And that's my first page. So I've actually made a start, and I'm actually quite pleased with it because, as I say, I've done that as an introductory page. So I'm introducing myself to me. I may well put this here as a pocket. I've got it folded as a pocket, look. So I might well put that on there and put a journaling card in there, and maybe put something across here and make it a little bit more personal to me, and leave the title on there. I don't know. So that's my thought anyway. So that's my page 1 done. Page 2, and what was the next one? You see, I'm stuck already. Starry night. Do I do stars? Do I? Is it a star? I don't know. So I'm going to think about that one, and I'm going to let this dry and see how it goes. So I thank you very much if you have joined me. Let me know what you think of my page number 1. I'd love to know. But this is me introducing me. So take care, folks, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.